Memphis, Golden State. How do you see that shaking out?
Good luck.
Yeah, Golden State in 5.
They
They're,
just
they're
don't.
rolling right now.
They just don't have a weakness.
You probably put Andrew Wiggins on John Morant, right?
Yes,
Mm,
Maybe
Yeah,
Clay.
and then you,
I think
then
they
you
just
just
switch.
yeah, then you just
Don't switch everything.
storm everybody at him.
And the Warriors just got too much scoring.
They just
Curry,
don't have. They're
Thompson,
not all gonna.
Jordan
The,
Poole.
the issue with them is that they're just all never gonna like they're all not gonna be off. You know what I mean?
Right. It doesn't
Like,
matter if Steph has an off night because you have a Clay Thompson and a Jordan Poole.
they're not all gonna be
Even
off
Andrew
together.
Wiggins, all-star starter Andrew Wiggins, with no
If you
Jordan
was
Poole.
go out there and drop 30 on you, you'd be mad. But it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, so I don't think that series is gonna go more than 5 games. So sticking with the West, Dallas and Phoenix, big series for you guys.
Big. I'm excited, man.
This is gonna be a really good series, and I'm
I
glad
think so
Luka's
too.
back.
I'm glad Luke is back.
I'm glad Devin Booker's back too, because I want a good
Yes.
series, healthy series.
Not as excited about that one.
Sure, I don't care who wins that.
I
You
think it's
guys
gonna be
do.
good. It's gonna come down to DeAndre Ayton.
Really?
He's the X factor.
In my opinion, he's gonna look like the best player on the floor.
He's gonna have to, and
I
if
mean,
he
the Mavs,
does, then
the Mavs
Matt
can't
will
guard
be
him.
in trouble.
The Mavs can't guard him.
Who are even the Mavericks big men that would even matter?
They don't have one.
We don't have a big man, but
See,
Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber are the ones
Yeah.
that play
Yeah.
the 5.
I don't understand how Utah was struggling to score this series when they have a 7-1.
They have Rudy Gobert, and they were
Skywalker.
I started
Royce
to tweet
O'Neal.
earlier on Rudy Gobert, and it's like, how do you have Rudy Gobert and you can't score in the paint?
Royce O'Neal. If he could shoot the ball, they'd be fine. He can't shoot the ball
So many times that I was like, bro, why is he not shooting?
because he can't.
Because he can't.
Get him out the game.
And that's what made it difficult for him was that Royce O'Neal wasn't a knockdown shooter. Like he wasn't
Okay,
shooting
put
well.
in Jordan Clarkson.
But that's the thing is that like then they
He's
can't
supposed to
guard
be
him.
a bucket, right?
Well, but then they can't guard us. That was
Yeah.
the issue.
They
was
weren't
that-
guarding anyways. They were running fucking Luke on Rudy Gobert the whole goddamn time. It just
They were
it
just-
doesn't even matter.
the Mavs were just like for some weird reason, like Rudy got to guard somebody, right? So for whatever reason, it was Dorian Finney-Smith. Okay,
I don't want to get sidetracked, but I think they gotta blow that shit up in Utah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's
I think they have a lot.
No
I think they have a lot of C+, B- players, and I don't think they have a guy.
they're a good regular season team.
They need a guy in Utah, but it's not really a destination spot. Yeah, okay, Dallas and
know.
Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton is going to be a problem, I do think, for you guys. Chris Paul played extremely well.
Hooping.
Was hooping. I think we went like 14 to 14 or something.
Yes.
He was like, "Fuck Jose Alvarado."
tired of the bullshit. That's the
Tired
thing
of
with Chris
bullshit.
Paul. Chris Paul, like, he's really good. He gets stuck bullshitting a lot, and it fucks him up. When he just fucking hoops, I
Right.
feel like he's so fucking good. And
I
all the
think Jose
antics and shit.
I think Jose Alvarado was in his head a little bit.
Yeah,
Or
Chris
at least
Paul.
not
Chris
in his
Paul.
head,
Yeah.
but he was just like he was like getting bothered, like annoyed. Like you know when you get annoyed
Uh-huh.
with like somebody you're playing against and they take you out your game. I think that's
Yeah.
what he was. I don't think he was ever worried about like, damn, Jose Alvarado's really boxing me right now. I don't think he was ever worried about that. But he got some BS steals or whatever. You know, 'cause
Uh-huh.
he's gonna do this. His little hiding in the corner and then come steal the ball from you
Yeah.
and like shit like that. So I think like that stuff was a little annoying to Chris
It
Paul.
felt a lot like Chris Paul was trying to get him back. Instead of
Exactly.
just fucking hooping.
Win and just play, just win, just win. I mean, me playing 2K, if I get dunked on, I'm trying to get my get back.
Ball, man. Ball up.
Right? Get that ball out. I need it back. So I get it. But like playoff time, you know, in the end, who cares about Jose Alvarado? Great story. Love undrafted guys or whatever getting money, but yeah, Chris Paul just got a hoop. Do you think this series goes 7?
Mavs in 6. So here's what I said: is that
What?
I'm gonna tell you what I said.
Okay.
Honestly and truly, I don't think the Mavs can beat the Suns. They haven't beat the Suns I don't think they beat the Suns in a basketball game in like 3 years. On Twitter though, and I gotta stick to it, I made a bold prediction and I said the Mavs are gonna make a Western Conference Finals run and then lose in the Western Conference Finals and make a big move this summer. So I'm gonna stick to that and say Mavs in 6.
Luka is gonna have to average 40 and 14 for that to be possible.
I like what the Mavs do defensively a lot better than I like what they do offensively. But offensively, I think if they can, if the other guys can just make shots, I think they'll be fine. They'll find a way to get Chris Paul onto Luka or Devin Booker onto Luka. I think they'll be fine. Just a matter of if the other guys can make shots. Michael Bridges is going to draw the assignment of Luka.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they're
that's
going to find a way to. Mavs are going to find a way to get him off of there. It's going to be a matter of if the other guys can make shots. If Maxi Kleber can keep hitting shots, Dorian shooting the way he's shooting, if they can keep making shots, we'll be okay. And like I said, Mavs make a Western Conference Finals run.
DeAndre Ayton can get in foul trouble too.
Can
Scott Foster could be lurking around in that series.
he gonna get one? The Mavs gonna get one.
Scott Foster gonna get one game for sure.
Then DeAndre Ayton foul trouble could give him two. And then Luka, I think Luka is just gonna give you one. So that's three right there. So we
just gotta steal one at that point. We got steal one after that.
That's the path right there. Scott Foster, DeAndre Ayton fouls, and Luka gonna give you one. So you have 3 wins. So it's at least going 7.
I think it's gonna come down to keeping DeAndre Ayton out of the paint. Is gonna keep the Mavericks in the game, but in that fourth quarter is gonna be who his shots, Luka and Jalen Brunson or Chris Paul or Devin Booker.
I say Suns in 7. I think this is gonna be a good series.
I think Suns in 7.
I think it's going 7. No, in a winner take all game, it's all about like who the best player on the floor is, and that could be Luka.
It could be D Book.
It also is probably going to be.
So I don't know. I'm staying away from all bets in that series. I have no idea what's going on. Moving over to the East, Philly and Miami. Miami, no one still talks about it. Gave Trae Young hell, which I don't think they talk about enough. Switching from PJ Tucker to Bam to Jimmy Butler, that's psychotic behavior. And if I'm Trae Young, I'm just like, if Ben Simmons got mental issues from playing that series, I don't know how Trae Young does not have mental issues, and just it's like my back has back stress from that because that was nuts. What do you think about that? Them against the Sixers, Joel Embiid's thumb, just a lot of variables going on right now. I think the Heat are just too solid.
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. I'm gonna backpedal.
Okay,
I've been picking the Sixers. I think I'm switching to Miami now.
I like the Heat.
I think James Harden's gonna be in hell too. I think he's gonna get frustrated.
Because he's already kind of been whatever so far.
Yeah, he played good tonight.
He wasn't too pressed tonight.
I think when he comes out them screens, he got to make a lot of tough shots because they're gonna run 4 people at him. It doesn't matter who you get in foul trouble. We got somebody coming right after. We got a lot of fouls. I think I'm switching to Miami. I might be on Miami in 6.
I like it. You rolling with the Sixers, E?
Probably. I think Miami is very solid defensively, and it wouldn't surprise me if Miami wins. So I just really don't trust Doc Rivers all much. At some point, the Sixers are just gonna not look very good at all. I don't too much worry about Miami's defense because I think Toronto is very, very underrated defensively because they have guys that they can throw at James Harden as well. They have all 6'9" guys, right? They're all 6'9". They're all pretty good defenders. Now, granted, they're everybody's no Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, but I think Scotty Barnes is a really good defender. I think Pascal Siakam is also a good defender. Precious Achiuwa, I think, is decent. James Harden will be fine. I think he'll be okay. I think it's going to actually be a pretty decent series. But if it comes down to coaching, I worry about trusting Doc Rivers. I'm saying he's not a good coach, but there's something about, in the playoffs, it doesn't seem like him or his team kind of on the same page as far as performance goes.
Defensively, the main differences between Toronto and the Heat is their philosophy on switching. Toronto, they try and fight through the screens more, as opposed to the Heat, they'll switch everything. That will be harder on James Harden, I think, navigating in the half court. You're not going to get guys on his hip because they're not fighting through the screens, like they're just straight switching it. So he's going to be faced up with somebody.
So my question is, they switch. So first of all, who draws the assignment of Joel Embiid? And then if they switch,
probably Bam.
And then if they switch, Jimmy?
I bet pick and roll defense would probably be PJ and Bam. in my opinion.
I like my chances with 21.
I mean, if you get the switch and you get PJ Tucker on an island, then yeah, good luck. But good luck, PJ.
How's the Sixers defense? How would y'all say they are?
I think Matisse Thybulle is a plus defender. I think Tobias Harris, depending on the matchup, can be a plus defender. Tyrese Maxey on guards is not the best. He's a little pesky, but he's not locking anybody down. James Harden's a cone. Joel Embiid is above average, I would say.
I think they're gonna have to play defense because we kind of saw it with the Celtics in the Net series. You're not gonna beat Miami if they get set up the whole game. I don't care how good you are on offense. They're just too strong defensively, and I'm not sure if the Sixers are strong enough defensively to stop Miami.
I think also Kyle Lowry being healthy is a factor in the series. I know he's been battling some injuries, but I think the Miami Heat have a good balance on offense. I think they shoot the ball really well. Outside shooting with Strus, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero can kind of create his own shot too off the bench. Jimmy Butler's been in a bag as well. So if they get Kyle Lowry back healthy, I think that's
Oladipo. They got a lot of options.
Oladipo, haven't even talked about Oladipo. They have a lot of options, and no one talks about them.
Yeah.
So I think the Heat in 6. I think the Sixers' only saving grace is that they have the two best players on the floor in Harden and Embiid, but Harden's got a hoop.
Sixers and 6. Sixers and 6.
I'm sticking with Heat and 6.
Heat and 6. Yeah, we'll see. Bucks and Celtics. Say the best for last. How much time we got? Okay. In my opinion, this is the Eastern Conference Finals for me because I think these are the two best teams in the East. I don't think the Bucks and Celtics would have any trouble with the Sixers, honestly, but the Heat match up well. News came out today that Chris Middleton has a grade 2 MCL sprain, so he's out for the entire series. So that changes a lot in our favor. I was saying earlier, I want a good, healthy series, unless it's mine. I'm cool with Chris Middleton being hurt. I hope he gets better next year, but I don't want to see him now. Do you think that sways it in the Celtics' favor, or they still got Giannis on the other side?
They still got Giannis, but I think it's over after that. It's tough.
If the Bucks are gonna have a legitimate chance in this series, defensively, how they play defense, they play a lot of drop coverage, and that is good against someone like Jason Tatum, who likes to drive to the basket. They kind of just sink in the paint, especially when Brook Lopez is on the floor. So I think that'll make it tougher for Jason Tatum to score. They're going to make him shoot a lot of jump shots. And I hate jump shooting teams in the playoffs because you can have off games.
Except Golden State.
I'll say unless you're the Warriors.
Unless you're the Warriors. They're the anomaly. Like every book ever written on basketball would say that the Warriors should not be as successful as they are, but they have two of the best shooters of all time on their team. So I think they're gonna make it hard on Jason Tatum. So I think Jaylen Brown's gonna have to have a good series. Marcus Smart. I'm really interested on how they're gonna guard Giannis. Like who gets the assignment? I heard it's gonna be Al Horford, and he killing Al Horford.
I would double him so quick. With no Chris Middleton.
7 straight games.
Hey, if Pat Connaughton beats us, he beats us.
They got Bobby Portis. Hey, we're gonna just die on that hill. I'm sorry.
Right. Bobby Portis been working out with Lethal Shooter though.
That's cool. No Chris Middleton. I'm doubling.
I heard that Wesley Matthews is gonna get the initial assignment on Jason Tatum.
Getting cooked.
And I think he's getting cooked.
Just the thought of that makes my head hurt.
But I mean, he played good defense on DeMar DeRozan, and I mean, DeMar DeRozan's a basket. I mean, Wesley Matthews played pretty good defense, but
he's a lot easier to defend, though.
Yeah, because you know where he's going. He's going to elbow.
He's going. You got to hope he misses.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm interested how they're going to do that. But I think Giannis is going to get 30, 35 every game easily. He's going to trip and fall into that. And it's just don't let Grayson Allen go 7 for 7 for 3. Don't let Pat Connaughton, Wesley Matthews, Bobby Portis hit threes.
You ain't got to worry about Wesley Matthews. I've seen this before.
Harris hates Wesley Matthews.
Hey, man. Gotta worry about everybody in playoff time. So
yeah, except Wesley Matthews. Again, there's an anomaly to every rule.
I think Grant Williams is gonna play a key role in the series too, because I think he's gonna get a lot of time on Giannis, and I think he's probably our best shot of slowing him down a little bit, just because he's a little stronger, but he's short. I think he's only like 6'6", but he's been shooting the ball really well too. It's been like 50% or something from three. So
yeah.
I think Grant Williams is gonna have to have a good series, but I think this series is gonna go 7 regardless.
I was gonna say Celtics in 5. I just don't see it unless Jrue Holiday starts hooping.
Jrue Holiday, I haven't even talked about him. Every time I've bet on Jrue Holiday under for like anything, he fucks me every time. I think I'm 0-3.
I'm going Celtics in 5.
I'm interested to see how they guard Giannis, if they can. A lot of those games are going to come down to who gets the final stop. Though the Celtics are a really good defense, they're the best defense in the league right now, kind of deal. But I don't know how you stop Giannis.
I think he averages like 33 against us.
If it comes down to someone has to get a stop late in the game, though the Celtics are the best defense, I don't know how they stop Giannis. And I think the Bucks.
No, you just throw 4 at him. And then we see if Bobby Porter's pant leg dry or not.
Is Bobby Porter's gonna piss down his leg? We're gonna find out because we send in 5 at Giannis.
Yep, we gotta see who the moment too big for.
Don't let it be Grayson Allen because he might hit. He went to a good basketball school. But everybody else, you gotta see. You gotta see about it.
I can't wait to boo Grayson Allen. Because I hate him.
I just hope the Celtics don't take the Suns' approach to guarding Giannis.
Which was what?
They just let Giannis go for 50.
See, I said that before. That it was like, look, man, just let Giannis get 50. Just don't let anybody else get over 5. And that's just not.
The Bucks can play defense, and that's why it doesn't work. But they just watched DeAndre Ayton get dunked on for all of game. What was it? Game 6, whatever it was. Just watched him get dunked on the entire game, and Giannis went for 50. And there's just no damn way.
I think fouls is going to play a key role in this series too, because Robert Williams cannot get in foul trouble, cannot allow that to happen. Or
so easy, so easy.
He draws fouls easily, because of how he attacks the paint. And
so we can guard him is to foul him.
Exactly. So anytime Grant Williams is in the game, you better use him fouls. Don't let you got to protect Robert Williams in this series, because if Giannis is dribbling down the court, Giannis is dribbling down the court and he sees, oh, who is that? Daniel Theis. Yo, screen. I see Daniel Theis down there. I'm gonna go see what he's talking about. Daniel Theis has been hooping though, so I'm gonna cut back on my Daniel Theis shade, but Robert Williams can't be in trouble. But I think the Celtics are gonna be fine. But we'll see.